I'll need to fix this real quick. And spin that. I'll just need to fix the angle real quick. Alright, we should be good now. I fixed the issue we were having initially where it was a resolution that YouTube did not like. But we're in the yellow right now, which is not great. Don't want to be in the yellow. So why are we in the yellow right now? Oh, whatever. Whatever, I don't care. This is just a test stream anyways. So we had a couple false starts here. First, because I forgot to change the stream key. So I was streaming to my main channel. And then after that we started. And I had the wrong resolution that YouTube really did not like. So we had to restart again. So yeah. That's where we're at right now. With mysteriously 0 viewers. Even though I'm watching it. Okay, YouTube. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah, I keep this. I've kept it on it all this time. Never let it go. Now we're gonna have to fix my setup a bit because I set it up with a resolution that YouTube did not like, so I need to reset it up to work with the resolution that we're actually working with. So let's do that first. Oh god. Gotta turn around my laptop so I can actually see what I'm doing, what I'm affecting. Okay. So like the video quality might be worse than my usual videos because I am using my webcam because I can't stream from my good camera. So I have to do it with my webcam. But in my experience, my webcam has had pretty decent quality. You shouldn't notice any difference in the audio quality though, because I'm still using my Yeti mic that I always use. So yeah. And after we do that, I will explain what the heck a shadowboxing is. And we will get into business. We're probably only going to be streaming for like, oh, we're at 11 now. That was the time I tend to actually start. So, this is mainly just a test stream. We will go for like an hour until it's midnight for me. Because it's 11 p.m. for me right now. And I will probably do these streams on like most days from Monday to Thursday. Because what else am I going to do when I'm a loser? Yeah. I do this stuff all the time anyways, like at least once a day, so, you know, I'll just be streaming it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that thing. But it's not gonna be proper card game anime, so I don't care! Maybe if it was like a proper Magic, like, they're not gonna have actual card games in it, it's just gonna be lore. And lore is great, but I need my actual card games. I need my actual freaking card games. Okay. Actually, the way I have this stuff plugged in is actually a big pain. So, yeah, I will just, okay, so the webcam is going to go out for a second. Yeah, I can tell, Eduardo, you have the same icon. It's pretty obvious. I mean, endgame developers, well, okay, for one, well, the Russo brothers worked on Infinity War 2. I was rewatching the fight on Titan from Infinity War. That is such a good fight scene. Holy shit. Nothing in Endgame, even, like, that whole last hour of Endgame, I think a big reason why I was so disappointed in that is, like, the fight on Titan is so good. It's so good. It's such a perfect fight. We didn't need a fight at the end of Endgame. Like, we didn't need that. It wasn't, like, if anything, it should have just been a more focused fight with the main three versus Thanos. I would have way preferred that, to be honest. But whatever. People wanted their big pop-off moment. They got it. I'm just a weird nerd here who wants my more focused fight scenes because the one I'm taking was so good! Ugh! So great. Okay, so the webcam is going to go out for a second because I'm plugging it into the other side of my laptop. Okay. Okay, it's back. And yeah. Okay, we should be good now. It's just that the side I had it plugged into on my laptop was going to be really awkward because I'm going to be having to switch sides of this table a lot. So, you know, yeah, that was going to be a whole pain, and I did not want to deal with that. So I just fixed it real quick. Yeah. So, what the freaking heck is a shadowboxing? Alright, let me tell you, boy. Shadowboxing is just testing against yourself. Now, obviously, this has some problems when you do it with Bakugan. Most importantly, the simultaneous roll. You can't really replicate that. I tried my best. It's still good to get in, like, because you can get so much more testing in this way if you're good at controlling yourself from abusing the information you get from the other side's hand. If you're good at that, the amount of testing this will allow you to get in is worth it. You just have to make sure to complement with some testing with actual opponents, so that you're not getting too used to to not having to do simultaneous rolls. That's the only thing you need to be careful of when doing this, and to make sure not to just go off based off this testing, to also complement it with some results from testing against other people, because again, simultaneous roll. Yeah, that's important. That's the one thing you have to keep in mind with this. Don't worry, I'm fully aware of these issues. If at any point you guys want me to, like, walk you through any of the decks that I'm going to be playing today for this hour, I will just let me know in the chat, and I will do that after, like, that game is done. Also recording this is actually really good for me, because that means later on I'll be able to go back and watch this, and this also keeps me accountable, because something I did run into, like, in my very early shadowboxing, I didn't do this much, but I did have a few instances where it's like, okay, that roll wasn't real, and I just redid the roll. And that was bad. So streaming it keeps me accountable and prevents me from doing that because anyone will be able to tell if I try to reference this testing, if I do that. So yeah. All right, let's get into this. So the primary point of this testing today is, well, like in general, I want to like test everything against everything so I can get a pretty decent picture of like what the tier list would probably look like between all the archetype decks. End goal of probably doing a tier list at some point. But for the time being, my focus is testing the Fury deck that performed well at MomoCon because I'm very skeptical about this deck. I think it has some very, very major flaws, but it did go near flawless. It only lost once in that weekend. Now, I know for a fact that there are only like 3 optimized decks at the entire thing. And at least one of them it never fought. So it's a very real possibility. It just never fought good decks. And even those optimized decks had a few kinks that were some problems for them that prevented them from being at their full potential. So because of that, but yeah, basically all of these boxes, they all contain Bakugan decks. I'll go through them after we get the cores out for these guys. So what we need are, so first we need 3 magic shields. Let's get those. We need a flaming fist too. No, that's not the right flaming fist. We are sticking very strictly to what the guy ran. So even though normally I probably would not use these fist cores in particular, the ones that I'm going to be using today, I will use them for the sake of sticking true to the list that was run at MomoCon. We need 1 flaming fist, so plus 250B, plus 3 damage. What, your eyes are bleeding from seeing these 3 Bakugan on a team together? Is that it? Or is there something wrong with the video? I need you to be very clear, Scott. Like, I need you to actually tell me what you mean by that. Yeah, we've got 1 flaming fist, plus 250B, plus 3 damage, because that's the best one. Magic shield. Magic shield. Magic shield. I have 1 flaming fist here that's been chewed up by my dog. Okay, good. Thanks for clarifying. And then fists are plus 100B, Pyrostarchus, plus 3 damage, and plus 100B, Pyrostarchus, plus 3 damage. Now, as I said, I would not normally use those fist cores, because they give a lower B power boost than you could potentially be getting. And this very clearly is not like a super aggro deck. And it has high damage output from other places. So it's like, there's no way you're doing that for just the damage, the 1 extra damage, right? So, I think this is actually a mistake, a big mistake. And the plus 150B plus 2 damage course would be way better. And that would be like the very first improvement I would make. But, hey, we're going to stick true to it for the sake of making our point. And besides, those wouldn't change the results that much. So, we've got Darkest Plutonium. This is the one thing I still needed. I really love this guy. I really love this guy's spin. Like, he's one of the easiest ultras to close, which is really nice. He has a cool design, and he side spins really well. Like, I've had trouble side spinning with some of the good side spin Bakugan, like Trox and Nilius, and even Fangsaur. But he side spins so easy. Like, if you want to start learning how to side spin, like, do it with Plutonium, because it's so easy to learn with him. Because he just does it so easily. Good old Serpentine. I will not be able to test Fury versus Fury currently, actually. Well, I guess I could, since I'm rolling 1 at a time. But I need a second Serpentine Ultra, so that I can test that properly. I'll probably pick up Ventus Serpentine Ultra. for the sake of my mono Ventus deck I've drafted, but yeah. And lastly, where are you? Oh, you're not. I don't have you out yet. Give me a moment. I need to go into the room and grab it. There we go. I really hate this guy. Zach? Zach, don't come in here telling me about how you bought a box of Resurgence. I still don't have access to it. Don't do this to me. Oh, it's not showing up in your local stores either, Scott? That sucks, man. Okay, so I went and got him. I could have technically used Aurelius Howlcore as a proxy. I'm not going to... Is he still in there? I actually think I might have taken him out. Yeah, he's not in there anymore, actually. So, yeah, I still need to go grab him. Last one, Pyrus Howlcore. I kind of hate my Pyrus Howlcore. And compared to the other ones I have, the Chaos and Aurelius, one of his heads tends to stick up a bit more, so he can be a bit of a pain. But yeah, this is going to be the team we're working with. And right here... Wait, did I already take out the deck list? Yes, I did. I already took out the deck. Alright, deck is right here. So these are the guys we're working with. This is what we're... For these first few streams, this is what we're going to be primarily testing against. We're going to be taking a bunch of decks up against this deck, probably like for 5 or so. But yeah. Yeah, these are the guys. So we're just gonna put these over to the side here. Now, if you guys have any preferred decks that you would like me to test against this first, tell me now, or forever hold my forever hold your peace. Not my peace. I will keep my peace. Thank you very much. Alright. And like the reason we're really going in depth with this, beyond just my own curiosity, is that this deck is really expensive. Like, it has 9 Bs. It also uses Pact of Darkness and Super Fuel and Air Zero. And Howlcore exclusive to a 5-pack. Draconium exclusive to a 3-pack. So, and when I already see people like hailing this deck as meta, I really don't want people to be wasting their money on like dropping hundreds to build this deck when it might not actually be that good. I want to be able to avoid that, especially this early in the game. Reroll dot deck? I could do that. If no one else presents any ideas, I'm going to just go ahead and do that. Before, I'll give you guys the chance while I just walk you through all the decks I have here. So I have, this is a Mono Ventus deck I drafted just last night. The Balcon lineup might change. I didn't realize when I was drafting this how good, I didn't remember how good Mansonoid was at picking up double cores. But I'm not sure if that's good enough for me. I feel like what these 3 provide might be more valuable. But I don't know, maybe. Since this is a stall deck, the plus 600 B, minus 3 damage, Helix would hardly hurt. So might end up rolling with that. Might end up switching this deck completely to account for that. Which is actually kind of suck if I ever decide to want to actually build this in real life, because I just moved my 3 Hyper Mantinoid Ultras. Then we've got, this is Mono Aquos. It's updated for Resurgence, but it's still using Hydra's Ultra because I do not have access to Kirkelios. Well, I do have access to Kirkelios, but I don't want to get a bad Kirkelios. I don't want to waste my money. Here we have Shields with the obvious lineup. Here we have Fists. We are using Trox Ultra in here because, again, I do not have Kirkelios. So Trox Ultra is the next best thing. So I'm rolling with that for now. Yes, it's absolutely still worth buying set 1 booster packs because there's a lot of essentials in there. Like Bakon Resurgence is really good for specific archetypes or for a bunch of specific evos. It seems someone commented on the archive of my accidental upload to my main channel. But yeah, there's a lot of really important stuff in Battle Brawlers. Like all the main, basically all the important staples is still in Battle Brawlers. It's a bunch of the stuff in Balkan Resurgence is mainly a bunch of the rerolls are important stuff, but all the stuff that's going to be boosting your B power, a lot of important Balkan evolutions, stuff like Pact, of course. That's all still in Battle Brawlers, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think any of the evos in Bakon Resurgence are particularly good. Like in an optimal deck. Yeah, what Scott said. But yeah, you need stuff like Nature's Power, Wave Slash, all that sort of stuff. Like you're only going to be able to get that in Battle Brawlers. And it's going to be a lot more difficult to build up your deck through Resurgence buying. So yeah. And I even think that that decks that are just using Battle Brawlers stand like a fine chance against Balkan Resurgence decks. I don't think it's that big of a difference. So next, we have the 2 Hypertrox variants. That's its worst enemy. We have here the Paris variant. I have them both in one deck box for the sake of conserving space. And the Darkest variant. Yeah, it is. As I said, these are all proxies. Well, I do have one like non-proxy deck. 2 actually. I do have 2 non-proxy decks which are built around Fists and Shields. But I won't be playing them today, of course. Yeah, that's it for that box. Moving on to Night Mister! Oh, this is Nilius. This is a rather jank Hail Titan Nilius build. Because, like, this wants a bunch of molds, new molds, but I don't have any of them, so I was like, okay, what's the best I can do with this? Well, I could use Aquos for Aquos Nilius. Frost Strike isn't awful anymore, and Pegasus is pretty good. So right now, this is the Nilius, Hail Titan Nilius version I'm playing with. My friend who really likes Hail Titan Nilius appreciates it a lot, because this deck has no ultras, and he really hates closing ultras. And here we have Heroes, one of my favorites, one of my personal favorites. Runs 14 heroes in there. In here, okay, this is one of the real decks. This is my shield deck, and here's my fist deck. Alright. Moving us on from Night Mistle Sama. Captain Night Mistle. Alright, then we've got Mono Darkus, still using Fangs or Core. I don't think I've bothered. I haven't actually updated this one at all. Because like this is the one case where I haven't updated it because it's like, what's even the point when I don't have the new stuff? When I don't have the new molds. Fury, True Fury. As I said, I won't be able to test this against it because I only have one Serpentine Ultra. But yeah, that's Fury variant. And that would mean this last one is the deck that Scott asked about. So since no one else brought something up, we will go with this one. You had your chances, nerds. Alright. So what is this thing? This thing is a Dan Drago deck that abuses Aquos and Paris's rerolls. That's what it is. So yeah. So for this, we are gonna have to get out 3 Flaming Fists and 3 Fists. Okay. We'll get that one out for now, but because I'm not sure if we have enough. I should have enough plus 150B plus 2 damage fist, but if we don't, then I'll just proxy with plus 150B plus 1 damage, because that's an easy proxy to remember. Oh man, we've got 9 viewers. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright. Plus 250B. Plus 250B. Okay, we don't need to use the chewed up one. We have avoided that fate. I might actually have fists in. Yeah, I think I actually do have them in there. Oh, we're down to 6. Rip. Well, we had a moment of joy. Then it got ripped away from us by the cruel mistresses of our YouTube viewers. Yeah, well, I had them in here. I have them in this little baggie. Why don't I have the OBS up? Come on, Joel. This little baggie. I slot this behind my deck in the deck box. And then I put the Bakugan in front of the deck, and that's how I keep the cores separate from the Bakugan. So yeah. And boom. There we go. Oh, and I can get rid of that. Alright. Let's get to work, boys. Alright, we need the Bakugan. Alright, so star of the show. Pyrus Drago. Oh, so this will give me the chance to practice my side spin shoots with Fangro and Hydra's Ultra. I don't have the trouble with it. Like, I can't do it with Nilius. I can't get him to go straight. Oh, it's great. The only reason I don't have that deck build is that I don't have access to Wave 4. I'm super excited for that deck. Scott might be doing a deck profile on my draft of it soon. I'm so excited for that deck. That deck seems super cool. And yeah, I'm really excited to try that deck out. I just, there's no good Serpentine cores. Like, there aren't any Serpentine cores that coincidentally come in a 3-pack or 5-pack that I'm already going to be getting. There's no Serpentine cores singles that are any good, so I'm not going to waste my money on them. So I'm stuck waiting until it drops, and like because regionals aren't happening until like 2020, I'm not going to go and order a Serpentine core online or something like that. There's just no reason for me to do that. So yeah, I'm super excited for that deck. I just can't test it right now because I don't have the mold. Yes. My boy Aquos Fangzor. Love him. And where are you? The pain in the ass. Darkest Hydra's Ultra. I hate closing this thing. Why are you one of the best Balkon in the game when you're such a freaking pain to close? God. What did I do to deserve this? Okay. Close that up. And let's get to work. Oh, we don't need all these cores. All these cores are useless to us now. Alright. So let's get this set up, boys. Tertonium. Oh man, Tertonium is so easy to close. I love him so much, guys. I am so excited for Helix when set 3 drops because that deck's finally going to be viable and it's going to be using Aqua's Tertonium Ultra and I am hyped. I am so excited. I kind of want to see if I can get something done with Pirates Tertonium Ultra because that is a cool buck gun with a cool effect. But like, man, why is it 8 cost? Like, I think the only way to make it... Like, that might be the one thing that Divine Intervention, I think it's called, will be actually good for. Oh my god, why won't this head stay in? Yeah, this one is... I don't know what it is. This Pirates Core Ultra is just, like... It doesn't go properly. Like, it doesn't do the thing properly with closing. It makes it a pain. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not closing it the right way. There, I got it fine that time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not closing it. Ah! Dang it! Balkon that are worth using without their Evos. Pirates Mantinoid Ultra, but that's just because it's a 600B in Pyrus, and that doesn't exist in Pyrus. And like it's the best generic Pyrus right now. So if you need Pyrus for its attribute and need a decently strong Bakugan, Mantinoid tends to be the way to go there. But his Evo sucks, so you never run that. Darkest Hydra's Ultra, of course. That is the go-to example, like, literally every time. Dang it. I really hate you. I hate you so much. Ugh. Halcor is, in general, the most finicky Bakugan for me to close. I really hate him. I hate him so much. This is why I must go on an adventure to make everyone despise every version of Halcor and never play him, so that I am completely justified in never touching this Bakugan again. That is my end goal. If anyone wants to buy my 3 Halcors. I hate him so much. Please die. Please, please, for the love of God, die. Alright, we will have the challenger go first. So in this case, yeah, we would just place the fist closest, since they gave less of a bonus. Alright. There we go. Right, and we need to... Oh, the arena you mean? Yeah, the arena is... the size of the arena it's impossible to do the roll thing. Though I really wonder how long they're even going to keep that roll thing, the roll distance thing around. Like, people in the videos and, like, YouTubers in feature matches, like, never follow that. Spin Master employees never follow that. And it's the sort of thing that's going to be next to impossible to enforce in tournaments until you get to, like, the tail end of tournaments. But for the majority of tournaments, it's just not going to be possible to enforce. You're only going to be able to enforce that on feature matches where judges are watching everything. Every single moment. So a part of me really wonders if that's really going to stick around at all, because, like, it's just so difficult to enforce in the first place. Oh, I really should move these. These are going to get in the way of... Yeah, I actually prefer doing it like this. I typically tend to do it like this. Just to keep them out of the way. It's not technically proper, but it keeps them out of the way, and I far prefer that. I'm glad you appreciate my Mordecai sleeves. I ordered these Bahamut and Selwyn sleeves. Bahamut sleeves you can see right here on the character cards. Back when Dragonborn was launching, because they're like, hey, these will fit nice and thematically with the trial decks. Oh, man. Oh, that was a good game for one set. That was a good game design. I wish Bushiroad knew what an advertising was. It would be nice. They used to know back in 2012, but they've lost that knowledge. Or rather, Bushiroad Japan doesn't allow them to utilize that knowledge. Oh man, there's a lot of aquas, guys. There's a ton of aquas we've got here. Okay. There's a big aquas hand, a decent turn 1 play, and Fangs are draw power for later in the game. So that puts us at a good starting position. Now our turn, right now our turn 2 and even our turn 3 looks rather dead. That Everett isn't going to be doing much for us. However, thankfully, we are fighting a deck that has very little combat capacity of literally any kind. So we might be fine. We might just be fine. Okay, how do I want to go about this from the reroll perspective? Now, I could roll Hydrus Ultra turn 1. However, I also kind of want to be wary of those Might of Syndiuses. It's going to depend on what we draw turn 1. Like, if we had Blinding Ink in our hand, it would just be like, okay, don't care. Don't care about your nonsense, your Might of Syndius nonsense. I'll just go. But thing is, we might want to keep in mind the Darkest Hydros Ultra will hit 7 damage. What will that work against? If it hits a Flaming Fist or Green Fist, Serpentine will hit 9 damage. So we do actually have to kind of worry about that. If we roll Drago instead, no, we could roll Drago turn 2 and actually hit higher damage than Hydrus would. But he wouldn't be as pressured into doing the Might of Syndius in the first place, because he might not even need to. Yeah. Again, this becomes a lot easier if we draw into Blinding Ink, because then we can just ignore the fact that Might of Syndius even exists. And yeah. Alright. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We've got doubled Super Fuel here, so that's actually a pretty good opener for this deck. Alright, so draw. That's not useful at all. What the heck? No, that's bad. Alright, and where are we going to draw on this side? Another Dan Kuzo. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, it has no turn 1 plays whatsoever of any variety here. However, it does have the capacity to get Hyper Howlcore out on turn 3 and a Dan out on turn 2. So that is worth being aware of. So yeah, we are going to roll out Hyper Hydrus Ultra. There we go. Side spin, a very... Oh, I had these on the wrong ones. Side spin, very, very successful. So we're at 1050. And we're probably going to have a very successful side spin from Darkest Teutorium as well, because he is very, very good at that. Oh, but I missed the Magic Shield there. Okay. I did miss the Magic Shield. Yeah. Do I want to use the Super Fuel here to get down Barbara? No, that's not very worthwhile. And I have to be aware of the fact that even if I land on that Magic Shield, as only pumping me up to 1150 to his 1050, any one cost plus 200 will allow him to beat over me. So in this scenario, you would have to just take that loss. It's not worth spending that Super Fuel there for a shot that like all we would get down is a Barbara Kuzo. So yeah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. Alright. And we are getting in 7 damage here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Draw. Oh, we got a quick fire. Okay, so. Oh. Oh, that's. Ooh, okay. My brain is turning right now. Because what we could do. What we could potentially do on the next turn is go quick fire, tides, Everett Ray, or quick fire into wave slash. Either of those we can do next turn. So those are big plays. Those are big plays we have access to next turn. And over here, we draw for turn. We get air 0. Okay. That's also pretty big. But this hand, oh, what do we ditch? I guess Barbara Kuzo. Yeah, we ditched Barbara Kuzo. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, I would use Air 0 first because there's a Sean Gang in Evo. I want to know. Okay. Got Hyper Serpentines. That's not very helpful. Because, like, yeah, the main reason I did that, I was like, okay, if we get, like, Hyper Howl Core Ultra, that's a really big deal. And we want to know that ahead of time. Because that completely changes what we roll. But since... Oh, that was a fake roll. There we go. So, 1150. I know I said I wouldn't do that, but that was a really weak roll. I'd avoid doing that. Okay. So now over here, that's 1150. We're going to lose this round. We get 850, 5 damage. Okay, actually, no, we could actually get over that. We could go quick fire into tides. That would get us up to... He's already spent his energy, so he can't do anything. If we land on this again, that would get us up to... no, wait, we don't need to roll again for quick fire. That's an optional reroll. So yeah, we quick fire for 1 damage. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. And then we tides for plus 400. That puts us up to 1250 as being Teutronium. So we deal 4 damage. Now the problem is, now we've got to use Drago. And we've spent a bunch of resources. And we don't really have any plays for next turn right now. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think I maybe should have held off on that. I don't think that was actually worth doing. And he gets packed. Okay, what does he ditch? Super fuel. Kind of flooding with those. Yeah, super fuel. Alright. Now this turn is the one that he's going to be bringing out Howl Core. Since he can super fuel into its Evo. Draw. Okay, we got a Mac. That's one of our only ways to win battles with this deck. So I think we gotta keep that. I think we gotta keep this Dan Kuzo. Yeah. And next turn we will have, okay. So priority again for this side. I gotta draw the card. Everett Ray. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. I'll charge that. Yeah, we're losing this round. No question. So, yeah. Okay. some of those fists. Oh man, Drago is winning, guys. It's time for him to die. Alright. So, now we go super fuel for 1. Now we gotta close up the Hollow Core. Because I hate myself. Alright. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Because I hate Hollow Core. Are we going to take that? Alright, let me just see what happens on this next roll. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that to be wasted super fuel. Because that was just my bad. So yeah. And this is for me trying to disprove this deck's strength. So like, I'll happily do that for the sake of this deck. But yeah. Hollow Core hits the field with 15, 5. Now the problem here. Now here's the problem that we're running into here for this deck. This is the first win this deck is able to get, and it's already spending the Hollow Core. Now we're going to be getting, and without getting its huge big damage. Now it's going to be dealing 8 damage here, so it's not like that's wasted, but it's not ideal. 1, 2, oh no, 3, 4, no, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't care for that. That was not good. And we're still stuck on Drago. Yeah, that's not fantastic. Okay. Draw. Ooh. Ooh. No. No, there's certain plays that we've got to start doing to recover from this situation. So, yeah. Alright. Rolling Drago. Alright. Should probably draw and charge for this side first. Yeah, definitely charge quick fire. We've got Mac in hand. I really don't want to accept that. We're losing this anyways, actually. So I don't care about accepting that. Yeah, I'm fine with losing that. And yeah, we would be rolling Serpentines on this side. Yeah, I got that magic shield. Yeah, there's no way. Oh man. Okay, so that's dealing 7 damage. Yeah, 7 damage. It's actually less damage than would have been dealt otherwise. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. 5, 6, 7. That's bad. That's real bad for this deck. All 3 Titan Dragos are gone. That's real bad. I don't know if it's possible for this deck to win now. Draw 3. Maybe there's some pretty good plays here. Yeah, there's some pretty good plays here. I think it might be fine, actually. Oh, there's actually some really good plays here, actually. Yeah, no, I actually think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Draw for turn. Yeah. But yeah, basically we've got Quickfire into Wave Slash into Everett Ray right now. That's a really, really solid line of play. Yeah, I'll put Drago up to what? 1400? 1400 B? That'll more than likely be enough to take down Tertonium. Draw. Don't need to charge anymore at this point for this deck. Yeah. Okay. I am not accepting. No. Okay, I have Quickfire. I don't need to accept it. I don't need to accept it. But I'll let Tertonium roll first. Don't get worried, Joel. You've got the rerolls. Okay. No. We're not letting misses on all sides determine this. There we go. Got Magic Shield. 1150. We've got your ideal, boy. Okay. Let's not miss with Drago this time. There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. It's all good. It's all good, guys. Okay. So, we've got 350. 357. Yeah, we've got 357 versus 1150. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, and this was going to be a quick fire play. So you lose 1 damage. Take 1 damage. Then we drop Wave Slash. We go up to that's 1350. So we're already winning. And then for good measure, we put down the Everett Ray for 2 more. And 4 bonuses for the rest of the game. So, at this point, now this is probably going to be stopped at some point along this line. But it doesn't matter because we can go back to our good Balkan now. This is 5, 7. And yeah, there's no point in doing anything on that side because they're both damage altering things. Change the battle condition, and like Drago will still have more than Tertonium only having 3. So yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be 7, 11, 18 damage off that team attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's non-Pyrus. Can't stop this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Packed. Do you drop 1? Or just pay the 4? Problem here is he's stuck on Tertonium, and Tertonium can't really win by this. But Tertonium doesn't really benefit from Fury either, so I think we tap the 4, just to keep those resources. Yeah. I really like doing this, by the way, because I get to because I'm controlling both sides, I get to talk about my full thought process and maybe help you guys improve your game because you're getting to see, hey, this is what's going through my head. These are These are things that you should probably be keeping in mind when you're playing your games. But yeah, right now, I had some tough spot there, but Wave Slash was able to get me out of there. Primarily because of this massive glaring weakness of the enemy team. And now I'm in an extremely good position because I can go back to using Hydrus Ultra and Hyper Frangzor, who are at 1000 B and 1200 B before core bonuses respectively, because I've got down that Everett Ray, and I still have access to Wave Slash at literally any time. And the field is disrupted to make it significantly harder for my opponent to land at all. So I'm in a very good position here. Very, very good position. Even though he got that pact, and we're about equal, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to escape this position I've put him in. Draw. Okay, we've got the Inferno Wings now. That's not going to do a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. So I think we charge the Might here. I think we charge the Might. Because I think, no, we charge the Mac. Because what we kind of want to set up here, what we kind of want to try and set up is if we can draw into it. Because I think there's one left in the deck. Yeah, there's one left in the deck. We want to draw into the Titan Teutonium Ultra. What we want to do is we want to play Might of Syndius before evolving, and then evolve into Titan Teutonium Ultra. We want to do that in one turn that requires 6 energy. We want to do that because that's probably the only way that we're winning a battle at this point. So yeah. And draw. And we're not going to charge anything at this point. I will keep Super Fuel for a good moment, because Quickfire is nice in that we don't have to actually reroll, and enables our Wave Slash if we need it. Now I actually need to check something. Did we lose all our Blinding Inks? We lost 2. Did we lose all of them? No, we didn't lose all of them. We actually still have 1 left in our deck. So if we can draw into that, that's going to be a huge deal, because that's going to allow us to shut down that Might of Syndius from ever even happening. Okay. So even with the field disrupted like this, it's not going to do much to Tertonium. That side spin is very, very good. It's very good, guys. I really can't stress how good it is. I can't stress it enough. But don't worry. With Darkest Hydrus Ultra, we've got a side spin of our own, and we pick up 2 cores! Alright, so this is amazing. So, Hydrus is now at 10 damage. He's now at 10 damage because of that double pickup. That's really, really good. And when he draws out of his deck, we have this Quickfire in our hand as waiting to come down and end his entire life. So, we are at 1050, 1150, no, 1350. So, he's going to Inferno Wings us right now. That's what he's going to do. Inferno Wings, pay 3, remove our cores, and he gets that bonus. However, we have Quickfire or Super Fuel. I want to keep that Quickfire until he's in a spot where he's stacked himself out. Ideally. So I'm going to Super Fuel here. So we're going to close up Hydrus. Unfortunately, I took so long to set this up that we really only have time to do 1 game. But we're dropping in viewers anyways. I get to go in depth on this. So Super Fuel. I'm really sad because we didn't get to set up Dan or Shun. So we don't get to see what this deck is supposed to be doing. Oh, we did it again! Oh no! And yeah, it's the same deal as before. It's lower damage. We're only at 9 damage. So Inferno Wings did succeed in that. Now he's at 1150. I am at 800, 1,000. No, he's at 1450. I'm at 1,000, 1250, 1400. Man, this sucks. I need to use Wave Slash just to get over that. That's really wasteful, but it's what we have to do in this situation. So we get to deal 9 damage. And his pacts cannot work this time. And he's dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, okay, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, that's okay. No. Okay, no. Regardless of what he did there, he lost because he was going to mill that Titan Tritonium Ultra. Because I was thinking, okay, maybe Infernal Wings was a misplay there, but no, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because he would mill that last Titan Tritonium. Yeah, he would get that. He would remain with some, but there's no way for him to win that long game at that point. It was just literally impossible for him to win the long game at that point because I'm out of Titan Titanium Ultras, and Might into Titan Titanium Ultra was literally the only way he was going to be able to win at all. So yeah, he was going to mill that, and he was going to lose as a result. So yeah. Yeah, that's going to be that. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what happens from that point because Fangzor, well, might matter. If we... Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to continue from there. Actually, no, he lost. It's potential... There's potential... We'll look at the next few cards. See what might have happened. Because, like, okay, so... That rolls. He takes 5 to 6 damage. How many cards left in deck? 1 for draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he stops in here. Packed on the first. So, 1. Potentially. Maybe. Alright, so let's see what next few draws would be. Deep Dive. Shun. Okay, so this would be the draw on the Fangzor turn. We wouldn't need to use it yet. Then we would draw Shun. We will to get that down. And we were able to draw 3 cards for Drago. We were able to draw 3 more cards. Oh my god. Okay, so let's think this through. Okay, so Shun. Then we Deep Dive into Deep Dive. We were able to get Everett right down. That wouldn't be enough to win the battle, but we wouldn't die either. Trying to think this out. 2,400, 600. 800. 1,200. Yeah, it would be possible to pull out another win with that. Yeah. Yeah, I think regardless of that misplay, yeah. Of course, a really sucky thing. Okay, so here's the real thing. Here's the real kicker. Is there a Dan left in the deck? Okay, so Blinding Ink was the bottom card, by the way. Blinding Ink, bottom card. Dan was the next card after what I looked at. Wouldn't matter. But what I was talking about a moment ago is I had that Hyper Fangzor in hand the turn that the last Titan Drago got milled. And if I just played that first, I could have gotten Titan Drago. And yeah. Yeah, so there was a misplay on both sides. But I think overall, that game ultimately goes to the Drago reroll deck. Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty definitively there. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say that as a victory for the reroll Drago Dekaruni. So yeah, we will be back with more of this probably tomorrow. Probably testing more decks. Hopefully getting a real game out of the Titan Drago reroll. And with that said, this is Hunter Surge of the Brawler Cafe. See you guys next time.